So today I wanted to test out the Beauty of Joseon Daily Tinted Fluid Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 40, and I picked it up in the shade MY210. So what I love about this is there were so many different shades. I did take the shade finder quiz, and then I just went ahead and I looked at swatches just to see what I thought was going to match me best. So it is a zinc oxide sunscreen. It is obviously a Korean brand because Beauty of Joseon is based in Korea, so I'm so excited about this, and let's try it. And then this is the packaging, which I also think is very nice and like not cheapy feeling at all. It feels very nice, and you just want to go ahead and you want to shake it up because it is pigmented, which is why I wanted to get it. This would be perfect for my day-to-day lifestyle, whether I'm going to school, work, or just doing errands. I wanted a tinted sunscreen that I could use on a daily that gives me some coverage, but not like an overwhelming amount of coverage to the point where it's a little too much for every day. So the Daily Tinted Fluid Sunscreen retails for $20 USD, and it comes in 12 shades, which isn't a huge shade range, but at the same time, it is a sunscreen. And in terms of tinted sunscreens, usually there isn't that many options either. The sunscreen I use right now only comes in, I think, 2 different shades, and I have like the deepest shade. So I like that this line offers deeper shades, which is really nice and different, especially for Korean brands, because Korean brands tend to cater to lighter skin tones. I feel like all of these are leaning more so neutral, except for the shade MN230. That one definitely is more warm, but I definitely thought that'd be too warm on me. As you guys can see, they have a whole bunch of deeper shades, which I feel like is so exciting. Super excited about this. As you guys can see, I have a cute little friend today, and just some overall redness and hyperpigmentation as I normally do. Unfortunately, that's just the way that my skin rolls. So, the good thing about that is we get to see how well this covers on my acne marks and my fresh acne. I'm sure you guys saw that, but that was a lot that came out. I was not anticipating. And it definitely feels like sunscreen. I'm sure you guys could see it is, definitely giving some luminosity. And I did a pretty good job covering up my redness as well. Honestly, that looks really, really good. I will say, because it is actually pretty pigmented, I would probably use my fingers part of the way and then use my brush for the rest of it. And this is very tinted, so you do have to make sure that you are being careful with it, or else you're probably going to get it all over your clothes or like all over your hands, which sometimes I hate that when it's like tinted and it's like all over my fingers and then I have to like go wash my hands in between like me finishing my makeup. But honestly, it looks really good. I think I'm going to try to build a little bit. Play it safe, and I'm just going to put it directly on the brush. It is very liquidy. It basically just runs out of this, so definitely be careful. I specifically just want to see if I could cover up this hyperpigmentation I have. And just, I have like more redness in this area of my face. It's definitely glowy, so I probably would set it down in some way because I really don't think I could walk around with it being this dewy. This is like a little excessive for me. And I also have pretty oily skin. So I probably wouldn't leave it this glowy. I'd probably just have to like set it down in certain areas. Definitely feels like something on the skin. I'm gonna wait a little bit to see if it dries down, but right now it feels like pretty, I mean, it feels like sunscreen, It feels like when you put sunscreen on and it's very like greasy and dewy. Okay, so I went ahead and I let it dry down, and now I can say that it's not feeling heavy on the skin. So I would say give it maybe like 5-ish minutes is what I kind of just sat here and like was on my phone for a bit before going in and like doing other things, because I'm not someone that likes heavy feeling products on the skin. But it definitely dried down. So not having that problem anymore. I want to see how my makeup goes on top of this. I'm going to be trying out some new products, so that'll be in a different video, but I will check back in when my makeup is done, and we're gonna do kind of a wear test just to see how I'm feeling about the sunscreen, if it holds up, etc. Now it is sunscreen, so you are meant to reapply during the day. How likely that is for me to do, gonna have to say it doesn't happen a lot, but so far so good, and I am really impressed with this. It doesn't have a strong scent or anything like that. I think the shade match is pretty good, and I'm very happy with this purchase so far. So let me go do the rest of my makeup and I'll be back. Okay, so my makeup is complete. Everything's on there. Everything is looking good. And I will say I set the face and did everything probably like 30 minutes ago. So it's currently 12 o'clock. So I will say like we could do like 11:45 as our first check-in time because that is when everything got, set and on the face. I just kind of did some finishing touches. Okay, so that is how everything is looking. I think everything looks so good, and honestly, I'm surprised that the products I put together today worked so well on the face and just looks so seamless. I'm actually really excited about this. So I'll check back in a few hours. Bye. Hey guys, what's up? It's Angelina and I am back. I have been wearing this all day. I did have to reapply my lip. Actually, I did a different lip combo than the one that I was wearing this morning, but I really like the one I was wearing this morning, and I'll show you guys that in the future. But I put on a different lip, so I'm starting to get a little bit dewy in the center of my face, but it looks so good. Like, it's almost like a really nice, natural, kind of glowing from within kind of dew. It doesn't look oily at all, it just looks very healthy and I think it looks so nice. I love the way that everything stayed on top. You could still see my blush. My concealer still looks good, everything along those lines. I don't really feel like I lost any coverage at all. I feel like it looks very similar to how it looked this morning. I will say, I mean, down here it maybe looks like a little bit heavy. Most of the time, like if anything's gonna look heavy, it's gonna look heavy in this area for me. But it's actually not terrible and it's not really bothering me too much, so I honestly can ignore it. The face feels super lightweight. I'm very impressed with this tinted sunscreen. I think this might be the new go-to tinted sunscreen because the way that it held up underneath makeup and didn't disturb the makeup at all, doesn't feel heavy, doesn't look heavy or cakey, and I was also worried that it might be a little bit too dewy and too luminous at the end of the day, but look at how good it looks. Now it's starting to look more natural, and I will say every single time that I looked at myself in the mirror today, like in natural lighting, I was like, wow, my face looks really good. So this has 2 thumbs up for me. This is definitely approved by me. I think that it looks so nice and I definitely feel like you guys need to check this out. Whether you get the shade that I used or the one under it that's like slightly deeper, I think either shade could work. I definitely think that this shade works the best for me. It was a little bit lighter on the forehead, but I went ahead and I bronzed and everything looks good and it looks fine. And I am so here for it. I am so happy with this purchase. I definitely can't wait to try more from Beauty of Joseon. And if you guys are new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.